welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't already know me, my name is Ariel. It's very nice to meet you. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, feel free to do so if you like what you see. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get this look that I'm wearing right now. It's kind of like a dark brown, green, maybe green. I have green in the eye, but you might not be able to see it, but it's a dark brown green look with a hint of glitter on the center of the lid. And yeah, so if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, please just keep on watching. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right in and get started. First things first, I'm gonna start with priming my face. So I'm going to be using my Maybelline Master Prime, and this is the Blur and Smooth one. And I am just going to put a little dot of that on my finger and just put that all over my face. I'm sorry about how badly I'm breaking out. I'm not really sure why I'm breaking out so bad. So once I have that primer on, I'm going to be using two primers today. I'm going to also be using the Becca Backlight Priming Filter in just the highlighted points of my face. So I'm just going to take a little tiny bit and I'm just going to put that like right here on my cheekbones, down my nose, Cupid's bow, just places normally that I would want highlighted. Okay, so now I'm going to do my brows really fast. To fill them in, I'm going to be using my LA Colors brow powder and my e.l.f. brow pencil as normal. So I just finally accepted the fact that my brows are gonna be ugly, and that's just all there is to it. So once you accept it, you can move on. So I just finished doing my brows, and now I'm on to my foundation. And for foundation today, I'm going to be using something different finally. I'm going to be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I'm using the shade 01 Creamy Vanilla. This shade is a little yellow, has a little more of a yellow undertone, which I don't have, so it is a little different on my skin, but I work with it and it doesn't end up looking too bad. This foundation is pretty nice, but it's very, very thick. It's got a very thick consistency, which I'm not used to because I use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation, which is a very liquidy, which I really like because it's easy to blend. This, on the other hand, is not. And most people prefer to use a brush for thicker foundations, but I don't like using brushes because it burns my skin. Like, using a brush with foundation actually like burns my skin, and I don't like a super full coverage look, so that's why I use the beauty blender or beauty sponge. I'm fully aware that this isn't my color, so I don't want to hear anything about it being too yellow or blah blah blah. I know already. I got that. So now that I have a full-on yellow face, which is totally my favorite, I'm going to jump into concealer. And I use two concealers on the daily or when I do my makeup. So for the first concealer, I'm going to be using the Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline, and just apply this one mostly to my acne spots. Putting this on these spots will also help me lighten up the foundation and turn it kind of more of a normal color. As you can see, I didn't apply the foundation under my eye. I never ever do. If you've watched any of my other makeup videos, I never put foundation underneath my eyes. I leave it kind of bare so the concealer doesn't get creased or anything like that. It helps prevent that from happening. I'm going to be using the NYX HD Studio concealer in the shade 02, and then in this one I'm shade Fair. I'm gonna blend it out. I always wait to do my under eyes until after I've blended all this out because most concealers dry very quickly, and after they're dried, it's very hard to blend them out. So that's why I always do my concealer in sections and not all at once, because it does dry and then it becomes freaking impossible to work with. So that's just a little tip for you if you didn't already know, to do it in sections. It will help you out. Next, I'm going to be using my Airspun Loose Face Powder in the shade Translucent to set my face. And I'm going to be using my beauty sponge just to set all of the places that I concealed. And when you're using your sponge to do this, to set your face, if you use it, it's always important to make sure that it's not soaking wet, to make sure that it's just a little bit damp, but there, when you squeeze it, no water will come out. That's important because if you don't and you try to set your face with a really wet beauty blender, it will, like when you press your powder on your face, it will make it so your foundation and your concealer starts coming off and it starts showing your skin again, and it's just a crumbly mess. So I recommend making sure that the water is completely squeezed out before setting your face with powder with it. So once I have all of those down, I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and take more of that powder and just lightly set the rest of my face, because this is a thicker foundation. I don't want it to get all gloppy and gross. So I'm just gonna set everything down. Alrighty, so now I'm moving on to my eyes, and for eyes today, I really do not know what I'm going for, like at all. So I'm just grabbing a bunch of different palettes, trying to get some sort of inspiration on what kind of look I'm going for. I'm probably gonna end up using this Morphe 350 palette because there's so many shades to choose from. I kind of want to do like a brown green kind of look, maybe something like that. So that's just what I'm gonna start off with. Alrighty, so now that I'm all up close and personal, I'm going to start off with this brown, this light brown color right here, and I'm just going to put that in my crease. Now that I'm finished putting that in my crease, I'm going to grab this darker greenish color and I'm going to apply that also in my crease. But notice how I put the brown color kind of everywhere. This I'm going to focus more just in the crease. Decided that I kind of want to make it dark on the inner and outer corner. So now that I've got this sort of dark green brown halo eye going on, I'm going to take a big fluffy brush in that same brown transition shade that I used earlier, and I'm just going to blend all of this out so there are no harsh edges. Right, and then I'm going to go back in again with that green shade just to kind of deepen it up again, make sure it didn't lose any of its intensity. Once I have that happening, I'm going to take a dark brown color, this brown color right here, this really dark chocolatey brown, and I'm going to be very light with this. I don't want to do anything too intense. I just want to deepen it up a tiny bit. And I'm just focusing this on the outer corner and the inner corner. I'm not going to drag this into the crease. Take more of that green shade and blend everything out. To finish it off, I'm going to take this shimmer shade right here and apply that in the center. That I'm going to take this kind of pointed pencil-y brush, but it's kind of big, and I'm going to take that same transition, brown transition shade, and I'm going to put this right under my lash line. That was a weird way of putting it. And after that shade, I'm going to go ahead and take that dark green shade, get that on my brush, and also apply that to my lash line. And then I'm going to take this small little brush, and I'm going to take that dark brown color that we used and put that right on the lash line. Okay, so next I'm going to finish off with the face. And I'm going to be taking my Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula and my Real Techniques blush brush. The Butter Bronzer, I'm going to be taking my Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Glow, and I'm just going to be kind of messily putting this on my face just to give myself a nice glow to the skin. So now I'm going to take this e.l.f. blush palette and this blush brush from Luxie, and I'm just going to be taking this darker blush shade. I've never used this before, so this is new. Well, actually, before I do that, I actually need to highlight. I like to highlight first. So I'm going to be using the Hard Candy highlight. This is the Baked Tiki bronzer, but I use that as a highlight. And then to sort of intensify it, I'm going to be taking my Becca bronzer in Pearl and just applying that to the high points. I'm going to take the ColourPop highlight in Lunch Money and take it on my pinky and put it in my inner corners. Taking the blush and applying that to my cheeks. Then I spray my face with Mario Badescu Rose Water. And then now I'm going to curl my lashes. And now I'm applying the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, my new favorite. I actually hate doing lip colors, but I'm going to try it out. I'm going to be using the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Times Square, and I guess see how I like it. I hate wearing lip products. I don't like the way they look on me, but I'm going to apply a little bit of this MAC lipstick in the shade Honey Love on top of this because I think that this is far too dark. Alright guys, and that is the finished look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you guys liked the outcome. I personally did like the outcome, especially since I wasn't prepared for it at all. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and follow me on my social media and like this video if you liked it. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!